Yeah, in the last learning, we were working on beginning research 1.sav file where you had 9 variables and 120 cases, and we analyzed descriptive statistics, and then we used frequencies procedure, and we calculated frequencies tables and charts, first for nominal variables, then for ordinal data, and then for scale data. But before doing the detailed analysis of your data and carrying out the complete statistical procedures, it is always a good idea to have a meeting with your research guide and show your data. Okay, and if some suggestions have to be incorporated, these should be incorporated now at this moment, right? So you don't want that you complete your statistical analysis and at the end when you go and show your data and data analysis to your research guide, and then you learn that this thing should not have been done this way rather than this way, this should have been done that way, or this thing was not done and this thing should have also been done. So that is too late, right? So what I want to say over here is that before you go into detailed statistical analysis, that you do everything in analyze window, it is always good idea to show your data to your research guide, and if there are suggestions, those suggestions should be evolved at this moment and should be incorporated in before you do the statistical analysis, right? Before you do the detailed or comprehensive statistical analysis, right? Suppose at this moment you go and you talk to your research guide and two suggestions come up. First is the suggestion is that you have age for 120 respondents, but the suggestion came up, okay, you should also have a one variable like age category, and then the suggestion came up that you can have classes like 0 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59, 60 and above. So this is one variable. Now you need additional variable in your research data, right? And then another suggestion came up that okay, you should actually have social media hours also, a data for that, right? And you don't have to go to collect this data actually. So you already have net hours, and from net hours when you subtract the web hours, actually this was supposed to be social media hours. You were supposed to calculate it, but somehow you did not calculate initially, and now your research guide wants that this variable should also be there. And now you come back and you see, okay, you have few things to do now, right? You want one more variable which should have age category, right? And then you are thinking how you would do this. Okay, for this I would suggest that at this moment I will suggest that you should explore transform. You should explore the transform, right? Transform does what? Transform has certain tools, right? Compute variable is one tool which you should explore. Visual binning is another tool. And this thing like creating age categories, visual binning is the tool that we have to use. So I click here and this window comes up. Visual binning, right? And visual binning has few variables only, right? Not on the 9 variables, but only few variables. So we have to use age, right? And the thing was that the suggestion came up that age of the respondent is known to us, but we should create one age category variable, and we are using visual binning to do that, right? And I click continue over here, and this dialog box comes up, and this is a detailed visual binning dialog box. And here the current variable that we are using is age, and the label is age of the respondent. And what we have to create is age category, right? Suppose I gave it a name of age CATE, and I want to give it a label of age category. Age category of the respondent. Age category is enough. Okay. So then SPSS is telling us that in age, minimum age was 18 and maximum was 87, and our suggestion came up that we have to make variables categories. So the first category was 0 to 19, so first one is 19, right? And then press tab, click on 2. So the moment I click on 2, I see that 19 has gone here. So somehow it looks weird, but this is how SPSS does it. So then I click 3 and I type 29, and now I click 3, and then I type 39 and I click 4, then I type 49 and then I click 5, and then I type 59 and then I click 6, right? So this way we have in values what we do, we specify the upper limit, right, of each category. So the upper limit of first category is 19, so upper limit of second category is 29, 39, 49, and okay, it should have been 59 actually, 59, right? Now it's okay. And then it is asking us whether this upper limit is to be included. Yes, 19 is to be included, so this is correct one here, right? And then we have to make labels, and the moment we click labels, SPSS has created labels for us, and the labels are that it wants to give this category this label, less than or equal to 19, right? If you don't like it, you can change it here. You can type less than or equal to 19, right? So here, so this way you can double click, and rather than saying 60 plus, you can say 60 and above, right? If you like, you can change the label this way, and then click outside of it. And then here I think I'm done with all the things. Cases to be scanned are 120, missing are 0, so everything seems fine to me. And let us click OK here, and the binning specification will create one more variable, and click OK. And here SPSS is doing its job. Let us close this window, we don't need to save this one, and you see, boom, SPSS has created one more variable, and we can move this variable, if you like, close or next to the age. So I will click it, hold my mouse and slowly drag it, and the moment I reach next to age, I will leave my mouse pointer and this thing should move here. Right? So age category is another variable which has been created by SPSS, and you see that it is appropriately working. 26 is of course in this age category of 20 to 29, right? 26 is of course in this age category of 20 to 29, right? 26 is of course in this age category of 20 to 29, right? 26 is of course in this age category of 20 to 29, right? 26 is of course in this age category of 20 to 29, right? and of course 48 is in this age category of 40 to 49, and of course 67 is in the age category of 60 and above, and 44 is in the age category of 40 to 49. So excellently, within no time, SPSS has created a new variable, age category variable, and age category variable is automatically created as a, if we hover over here, it is created as an measure. A measure is ordinal, so it is ordinal variable. Even we can see from the icon here that it has been created as ordinal variable, right? So this way SPSS can save a lot of time, and it has incorporated one more variable for you.